The rise of Fabio Carvalho. Liverpool will sign Fulham winger Fabio Carvalho this summer after losing out on him on January's deadline day. The 19-year-old is a fantastic prospect who was also desired by Manchester United, Chelsea, and Arsenal when at Balham FC. The offensive midfielder has flourished at senior level after excelling in Fulham's youth. In 38 games last season, he scored 11 goals and supplied 8 assists, guiding Fulham to promotion and placing himself on the path to greatness. His family relocated to the United Kingdom in 2013, residing in Elephant and Castle, and despite knowing no English, he joined the youth setup at Balham Blazers, now Balham FC. Carvalho rapidly drew attention, but despite offers from Arsenal, Manchester United, Chelsea, and Liverpool, he chose to continue his development at Fulham. He made the under-18 team at the age of 15 and signed a 2-year scholarship agreement in the summer of 2018. In May 2020, he earned his first professional contract after scoring 11 goals and providing 8 assists for the under-18s and under-23s. On September 23, 2020, he made his first senior debut as a substitute in Fulham's 2-0 EFL Cup win against Sheffield. The offensive midfielder saw little more senior team involvement in the 2020-21 season, appearing in only 4 Premier League games as the Cottagers were relegated. In May 2021, he scored his first professional goal in a 3-1 away loss against Southampton. Relegation has proved to be Carvalho's undoing, as new manager Marco Silva has given him greater playing time. Carvalho has 7 goals and 5 assists in 23 championship outings for Fulham, who are aiming for a rapid return to the Premier League. Carvalho, while playing mostly as number 10, can also play on either wing. Carvalho's style of play. He should have no trouble adapting to Liverpool's fast, direct attacking style because he is confident with the ball at his feet. He can not only slip into open spaces, command the tempo, and choose a pass, but he is also not afraid to rush at opponents and take on a shot. In 2021-22, he averages slightly more than 2 shots per game and has 45 important passes. He has been praised as the obvious successor to former Cop favorite Philippe Coutinho, despite frequently being a target for opposition midfielders. A loan-back option has been proposed, which, given Fulham's advantage at the top of the championship, will allow Liverpool to evaluate Carvalho in the Premier League next season. But one thing is certain, Fulham manager Marco Silva is not about to let the kid go just yet. "I'd want to see him around for a few more years," he remarked. "I've been trying to keep him since the beginning. It's no surprise that clubs want to sign Fabio. We're talking about a young guy with a lot of potential." Some past history. Carvalho currently represents England at a young level, but when he came to the nation at the age of 10, he could barely speak a word of the language. For Crutwell and Balham FC, it was Carvalho who discovered them rather than the other way around. He showed up with his mother to one of our U11 sessions on Clapham Common, Crutwell recalls. They had relocated to London in search of a club for him. They didn't live in the area, but they had heard something about Balham. Carvalho wanted to join the session, and his talent was instantly apparent. Within 30 seconds, one of us pinged him 30 yards out with the ball, and he simply pinged it straight back, Crutwell adds. My other coach and I glanced at one another and said, "Okay." He hit it well, and he was fantastic throughout the session. His posture, balance, and level of talent were superb, and he exuded a certain arrogance. Finally, we invited him to return for further sessions. We took him in after that, and he did fantastically. Carvalho had previously been a member of Benfica's academy in Portugal, but he embraced his new surroundings in Balham and pleased his coaches both on and off the field. Our teams pretty much represent the population of inner London, so all creeds, ethnicities, and backgrounds, Crutwell explains. Fabio fit in beautifully, and although clearly a class above, he never played on it, and the other boys adored him. There wasn't a big-headed bone in his body. He was never like other kids who say things like, "I'm going to make it in the Premier League, I'm going to do this or that." He obviously has that ambition, but he's the most modest child and has the X factor in terms of attitude. He lights up a room when he comes into it. The way he smacks your hand, his smile. This happened when he was about 10 or 11 years old, and it has been with him ever since. Even though he is now a Fulham pilot, he comes back to attend Balham games. He's just a good kid. Carvalho spent 3 years at Balham, but a transfer to a higher level was inevitable. expedited by a remarkable performance in a Guildford six-a-side competition. "It was pouring outside and I was hiding in the clubhouse," Crutwell said. "We were crammed in like sardines. You were unable to move. People had no idea I was from Balham, but I became aware of all these kids yelling, 'You have to come and see this child on pitch 12. Oh my God, he's incredible.'" In May of 2020, he got his first professional contract after scoring 11 goals and providing 8 assists for the under-18s and under-23s. His senior debut occurred on September 23, 2020, when he entered as a substitute in Fulham's 2-0 EFL Cup victory against Sheffield. The offensive midfielder did not get much senior team play during the 2020-2021 season, making only 4 Premier League games for the relegated Fulham. In May of 2021, though, he scored his first professional goal in a 3-1 loss against Southampton. Carvalho's increased playing time under new head coach Marco Silva is a direct result of his relegation. Carvalho has recorded 7 goals and 5 assists in 23 championship outings for Fulham, who are aiming for a rapid return to the Premier League. Carvalho is capable of playing on either flank, despite his primary role as a number 10 player. Being comfortable with the ball at his feet, he should have little trouble adapting to Liverpool's quick, direct attacking style. Not only can he slide into pockets of space, set the tempo, and select a pass, but he is also not afraid to go at opponents and attempt shots. In the 2021-22 season, he averages slightly more than 2 shots per game and has 45 important passes. Frequently the focus of opposition midfielders, he has been billed as the obvious successor to former Kop favorite Philippe Coutinho. A move with a loan-back option has been proposed, which, given Fulham's advantage at the top of the championship, would allow Liverpool to evaluate Carvalho in the Premier League next season. It is evident, though, that Fulham manager Silva is not in a hurry to part ways with the teenager. In the 2020-21 season, Fabio Carvalho scored 11 goals and sent out 5 assists in just 13 games, making him one of the premier players in PL2. His all-around amazing performances in the lower level won him a spot in the senior team the previous year. In Fulham's 5 championship games this season, Fabio has scored 3 goals and contributed 1 assist. Fabio Carvalho plays the number 10 position, therefore his passing and dribbling ability should offer him a creative edge on the field. Fabio's passing accuracy in the first squad has been 79.4%, and he generates 2.44 goal-scoring opportunities per 90 minutes. He is very adept with the ball at his feet, attempting 2.22 dribbles a game and completing over 70% of them. His 1.77 shots on target per 90 minutes demonstrate his ability to get into scoring positions. What the stats don't show. Fabio Carvalho's speed and dexterity with the ball enable him to be all over the field, a skill required of a contemporary number 10 in football. The playmaker position requires a player to be proficient in all facets of the game, not simply the art of passing. His dexterity and ball control complement his speed effectively and enable him to play wide as well. The future will reveal what awaits this amazing young star, but for the time being, be sure to subscribe to our channel. For fresh updates, click the like button and the bell icon. See you in the next one.